Assalamu alaikum. A very good morning to my dear students and welcome back to your physics class, and this is your physics teacher again from United Public School. So students, as we are doing our chapter 4, that is metals and non-metals. So under that, if the given substances are the metals and non-metals, how we are going to find out? As I said in our last class, depending upon the physical appearance, okay, depending upon the physical appearance, which means physical properties and the chemical properties, we are going to distinguish the metals between the non-metals, okay, metals in between non-metals, we can distinguish them. So under the physical properties, we have completed lustrous and the hardness and softness of metals. Okay? And I also gave you homework of this table. Let me explain this table to you. We have to do an activity to observe the appearance and the color of some substances. As I said, metals possess a lustrous in nature. They are lustrous in nature. So to study that, we have to do an activity. So to do the activity, we need to draw a table. Firstly, we have to take some samples. Next, in the next box, we have to write appearance, shiny or non-shining, and the color. Okay. So we are taking the samples like iron, zinc, copper, sulfur, aluminium, carbon, magnesium, iodine, and we have to observe the surface of. Firstly, we observe the surface of the iron. What you will see, that is the surface of the iron will be shiny. In our last class, I told you, remember? Let me show you the image. By seeing this image, maybe you will get remind of that class, that is the surface of the iron is shiny and the gold is also shiny, which means these both are the right metal. These both substances are the metal, and the zinc surface are also shiny like this only, and the copper surface is also shiny. But what is the color of this iron? It is like a green color, as you can see. So write the color of the substances in the color box. Okay. Zinc is also shining, but it has a pale green color. Copper is also shining, but it is in red in color. Like that, you have to write each and every sample component in the table box. Okay. By doing this activity, what we have concluded? We have concluded that the physical property of lustrous is right. Okay. Next, come to the another interesting property which is possessed by this metal, that is malleability. What is meant by malleability? Here is the definition of malleability, that is the material which can be flattened into thin sheets are called malleable material, and the malleability is one of the property associated with metals. Okay. To explain this definition, let me show you something. To know the malleability, let me show you something that is over here. We have to perform an activity to know the malleability. We have to take the iron nail, the coal, and aluminium wire and lead, and we have to try to beat them with a hammer. We have to try to beat them with a hammer to the nail and the coal. Aluminium wire, it is a pencil lid, students. This is as you can see here, the pencil lid, that is nothing but the lid. Okay. After breaking with the hammer, what you have observed, students? There is the shape change in iron, metal and aluminium, as you can see, but whereas in coal and the lead break into the pieces, which means harder if we beaten, the greater the change of its shape. Okay. Thus the metal, if we beaten, changes the shape and become the thin wire. Okay. If we beaten the metals, then it will change the shape and it can be change in a shape by melting. Okay. By upon melting, this property is called malleability. And non-malleability are these two things, the coal and the lead, which is break into pieces when we have beaten them. Okay. So this is the information of the malleability. Next we have malleability, we have completed. Next we have ductility. Before going to that, I want to show you something. See over here, the metal, when we beat the metal, what happen? It will change its shape and we can change them into a thin metal sheet. How? By beating and by giving them upon heating. Okay, by beating and melting them, we can change their shape. This is about malleability. Next, ductility. Come to the ductility. This ductility is another interesting property of metal, which is posing metal. Okay, this property is also posing metal. So what is ductility actually? What is meant by ductility? See here have definition. Ductility is the only property of metal that to use them as connecting wire in electric circuits. So let me explain you. Ductility is the another interesting property of metal, as I said. Okay, what happened with the machine? We can convert the metal into the thin wires. We can change them, okay, like this. So we can change them into small pieces, small wires like this. That is nothing but ductility. Clear? So these properties, the conversion of metal into thin metal wires, these properties can be seen in aluminium, copper and iron, which means we can get a wire of aluminium, wire of copper, wire of iron. Okay, whereas the non-metal do not show those properties, which means they won't get broken up. And if we try to break them, if we try to convert them with into a wires, then it will be broken into small pieces. So this is the information about ductility. Students, you have and table 4 in your textbook. You have to, under ductility, you have to fill them up. First you have to take some samples and we have to, can you convert it into wires? So these samples, can we convert them into wires? You have to see those. Like iron, as I said, iron can also convert it into wire. Yes or no? We have to answer them with yes or no only. Okay, and zinc also can convert it into wire, and copper, as you said, copper, yes, copper can also be converted into wire, and iron can also be converted into wire. Aluminium can also be converted into wires, students, and sulfur also converted into wires. So like that you have to fill up all those things. Nextly we have sonority. Okay, what is meant by sonority? Sonority means producing sound. So the property of producing singing sound or the ringing sound when a hard substance is beaten to the hard substance. I mean, producing sound when the substances is beaten to the hard substances, it will create some ton sound, right? टन बोल के आवाज आती है ना जब बेल को मारते, so that sound is nothing but sonority over here. So my point is telling to you that the metals also possess the sonorous property, okay, producing sound. Which sound? Ringing sound. Producing ringing sounds is nothing but sonorous sonority. So the metal also possess physical properties also possess sonorous nature. But whereas the non-metals, they are non-sonorous. They don't possess these type of nature. Okay, under sonorous you have example of iron, copper and gold. Okay. So under sonority you have an activity that is listening the sound producing by the different types of bells. So different bells produce like different sound, but it likes like ton only. Okay, which means after producing sound it will like continuously it will sound up to some seconds. Okay, that sound is actually known as sonority. So under this activity you have a table over here, table 2. Okay, material sample that produce sound, material sample that do not produce sound. So you have to write like iron metal, as I showed now you before that. So this is the iron bell and it produces sound, but whereas the non-materials in under that like tire, they won't produce a sound. So like that you have to fill the blanks over here. Okay, not similar manner you have to write different bells and different non-metal substances you have write. Okay, so by this we have completed sonorities. under physical properties of metals. But let me give you an information about another thing, that is luster and sonority. Those two are the properties of metals only, but there is no need that all metals should be possess these properties, okay? That there is no particular rule that all metals should possess these two properties. For example, mercury is a metal, but it is not source. As I said, mercury is in liquid form, okay? Mercury is in liquid form, so it can't produce sonorous sound, okay? This thing should also you have to remember in your minds. So students, your today's homework is write these two questions and answers in your notes, that is explain about ductility and explain the physical properties of metal with situable example. Write this in your notes and submit in your groups. If you have guides and all, then take the help of them. If don't have, then try to write by your own. Take the help of your textbook. If you don't have textbook, please students buy the textbooks, because the schools may reopen early as soon as possible, okay? Thank you students. Have a nice day.